just picked up my prescription from the pharmacy earlier, and the cost was outrageous. What are we even paying for, and why do drugs cost so much?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy how expensive they are. Honestly, they're just pills that make us feel better.
And not to mention, it's not even worth it to put it in your body. The drug testing probably doesn't even take that long, so why do they need all the extra money?
Yeah, and I've heard that companies are increasing the cost of their drugs for no reason.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. There's a lot of misconception about why drugs cost so much.
That's good.
Let's go into the first fact and myth we previewed earlier. The first myth was that drugs are simple chemicals that are remarkably easy to create and manufacture, therefore should be cheaper. The fact is that while drugs are often basic chemicals, the process of drug discovery is complicated. According to the PowerPoint, it takes a total of about 12 to 13 years from beginning to identify and validate a biological entity, such as a gene that causes a disease, to releasing it out to the market. This also comes with an 87% failure rate, which is seen in late clinical stages. The cost is around $400 million lost, not including withdrawals from sponsors. Another common misconception about prescription drugs is seen in the actual testing. The second myth was that drug testing isn't so bad and doesn't take that much effort. Plenty of people participate in studies. If anything, the price should be less. The fact is that the FDA actually requires the drug pass through dozens of tests before they reach the market. We'll talk about preclinical and clinical trials here and how costly and time-consuming those processes can be. Research published in 2006 showed that the cost per patient of running a Phase 3 clinical study for a new pharmaceutical exceeded $28,700 on average. Phase 2 trials were comparatively cheaper, with average per patient costs of just over $21,300. Phase 1 trials were less expensive at $17,300 per patient. In addition, the average number of patients included in clinical trials approved by the FDA has doubled in recent years. Scannell also provided examples of increases in the average number of patients per trial. The increases in part are in response to more demanding data requirements from regulators, linked in turn to regulators being more risk-averse. The final myth that we'll look into is that drug companies can dramatically increase the cost of their drug with no hindrance. The fact is that while this is somewhat true, Big Pharma can get patents for their drugs. Once the patent expires, other companies can produce generics. Because they have limited time before their patent expires, they have to capitalize on the limited time to compensate for the expenses of drug discovery and preclinical and clinical trials, as well as build a profit. Amount of money they need to make or break even, according to the PowerPoint slides, is a profit of $0.5 billion. Some examples are the EpiPen and Daraprim, the HIV drug. Mylan Pharmaceuticals is under fire this week for increasing the cost of the EpiPen from about $57 in 2007 to more than $500 today. This is potentially placing allergy sufferers at risk, according to Forbes. Turing Pharmaceuticals increased the price of the anti-malaria drug Daraprim by 5,000% last year. They're now charging $750 per pill for a drug that used to cost $13.50 per pill, according to the study.
Wow, I'm so glad we talked about all of this. I had no idea the reasons behind the cost of prescription drugs, and I guess Big Pharma isn't so bad after all.
Yeah, as we said before, prescription drugs have many reasons for being so expensive, and there are many myths about them. Myths like drugs are easy to make, don't take long to test, and their prices are dramatically raised for no reason are some of them that we mentioned today.
We hope you realize the truth about the misconceptions on prescription drugs in the United States.
Yeah, we hope you now realize the truth and understand about the misconception on prescription drugs in the US.